Hi, today in addition to the new look of our studio, we have something new to show you. Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by our graphic editor, Yair Peled, I proudly present the new opening clip of Israeli Salad. Those stunts you just saw me do, kids, don't try this at home. By the way, the music of the opening clip and of the ending credits are from musician Naftali Abramson. Okay, let's begin. Professor Zev Lev, a world-class physicist and Torah scholar, founded Machon Lev, the Jerusalem College of Technology. Professor Lev passed away on the night of October 2nd at the age of 83. Lev, who won the Israel Prize in Exact Sciences in 1962, was known for his outstanding contributions to the world of Torah and science in Israel and around the world. The Jerusalem College of Technology, or JCT, integrates advanced studies in Torah with education, research, and development in various fields of technology, including electronics, physics, communications, and computer sciences. I visited JCT's 4th Annual Entrepreneurship Conference and exhibit in the Inbal Hotel in Jerusalem.
What you see here is a control and surveying unit that has sensors below and over the ground. The sensors measure 6 parameters. These measurements are transferred to a computer, and the software calculates the amount of water needed by the soil. Using our machine, you can use 4 units for every 4.5 acres, and that way, when the soil is heterogeneous, the different units can tell us how much water is needed in each part of the field. The existing systems today water the whole field with the same amount of water. Today, the mechanism used is not precise and does not take into account all the parameters that our machine calculates.
Students from Machon Lev and Machon Tal, the 2 academic institutions of the Jerusalem College of Technology, gathered in the Residence Hotel in Jerusalem for a special conference.
The students that are studying in our entrepreneurship course are presenting their work at the end of 1 year of development, from taking an idea and making a prototype and developing it and then bringing it to the conference.
At the conference, 6 groups of students presented their developments and competed for 2 $50,000 awards that will help the best 2 projects continue their development.
This product is still under development, but it's on biometric technology, meaning it works on fingerprints. By allowing the customer to prepay with the fingerprint, and he walks onto the train or the bus, he just swipes his finger, and that's it. He doesn't have to deal with change. The bus driver doesn't have to deal with change. It lets him focus on the road, and it makes the whole process much easier. Bus company can reduce costs by knowing how many times a day this guy goes, how many times to run the line, how many people use it.
The studies in the Jerusalem College of Technology, or JCT, are held in a religious atmosphere. The students learn in separate institutions, boys in Machon Lev and the girls in Machon Tal. In JCT, they believe that in order to become a good businessman, programmer, scientist, or technician, you must combine your studies with Jewish Torah education.
All of our students have like a half day of Torah studies, and afterwards they have regular academic studies, and they receive a bachelor's degree.
When a person learns Torah, he, of course, comes away with high moral standards. This can be felt in his business, in the company, in the relationship between the employees.
You can be a businessman in many ways, but the way that you work with the Torah, with the Jewish view on the business, you know that it's something else.
We all like service, we all need the service. In cafes and restaurants, it's not been taken care of enough. And my idea was improving that much more, that service will be the top thing. That when you go into a cafe, not a lot of waiting, no mistakes, everything goes well. Our idea was that actually everything will be on electronic systems, very small, very easy. So you can see programs that we're going to design. This is going to be a program which will run in every cafe.
In addition to being an honorable conclusion of the students' course, the conference was also an opportunity to let others learn of the students' projects.
There's a number of companies that came here to visit, and they probably will become strategic partners with some of these startup ideas.
Right now we're looking for investors, but we're not focusing on small companies. It could be anyone worldwide. Those are where the big markets are, but of course also in Israel too.
שיתוף פעולה לגבי, זאת אומרת, שילוב הפתרון הוא בהחלט דבר שאפשרי.
In terms of what we saw here, it's possible that we'll be cooperating. We'll look into implementing this device. We have to investigate the many aspects of this project.
Our development is a contact lens that, when exposed to sunlight, becomes dark and protects the eyes from the sun. These lenses spare the need to purchase both contact lenses and sunglasses.
The mobile office include 4 chairs, a prototype of table with 2 screen, LCD screen, a fax, paper fax, a printer, and a server for all the databases that you need for your office in the car.
I think they have an excellent foundation to be successful business people and also to deal ethically with people coming from Jewish values. And in my opinion, that's a winning combination.
The terrible story of the Applebaum family, a father and daughter who were murdered in a terror attack the day before the wedding of the daughter Nava, is a tragic story that touched the hearts of many. One of the ways of overcoming a terrible story like this is witnessing how the incident, and especially the impression left by the victims, influenced other people to do great deeds. Mark Kaplan and Tennis Samuel made a few of these people.
On September 9th, 2003, Dr. David Applebaum and his daughter Nava were murdered in a suicide bombing in Jerusalem the night before Nava's wedding was supposed to take place. Dr. Applebaum was the head of the emergency room at Jerusalem's Shari Tzedek Hospital, and he was the founder of the Terror Emergent Care Clinic. In July, 15 doctors made Aliyah, immigrated to Israel from North America, as part of the Nefesh B'Nefesh organization's tribute in memory of the slain doctor.
He literally revolutionized the entire system of urgent care in Israel, which was really, not just for Israel, was something that was unique, and changed a system that was really inefficient, where there were emergency rooms that were clogged with patients that didn't need to be there, and he set up a whole separate network to take care of these patients. But it was really a model for the entire world. That was just regarding what he did in general in emergency medicine, and in particular, he became known and respected throughout the world as really an expert in how to respond to mass casualties, to terrorism specifically.
It's a little sad for me because I was here 2 years ago and I met with Dr. David Applebaum, and I remember him fondly.
I had heard of his work even before the unfortunate events that took his life, just in terms of the way that he transformed emergency care and uplifted the level of care given to people who require emergency care in the state of Israel.
The 15 doctors on the Nefesh B'Nefesh Dr. Applebaum Fellowship Program were given a tour of the Terem Clinic that Dr. Applebaum founded. There they met with Dr. Applebaum's son, Natan. These doctors, by coming to Israel, are helping carry out Dr. Applebaum's dream.
My family and I are very excited about the aliyah of the 15 doctors from the United States, together with Nefesh B'Nefesh. And we believe it testifies to the fact that my father's vision and dream of improving and continuing great medical care in Israel is alive and well.
So it's a very moving day for us to be with his son and to see all the other doctors with myself who came over from North America, to make Aliyah to Israel.
What we have here, Dr. Applebaum's dream of Terem, and what we do here is something we all believe in, and I really get the feeling that the people who have come believe in the same things, and I think with people like that coming here, more people like that coming here, we can continue to build and really make his dream come true all across this country in the greatest way it can be.
I think that's really what I could hopefully contribute to Israeli society here, to emulate the way that he lived his life. Just the decency that he brought to his work, and the integrity that he brought to his work. I mean, I think these are higher goals. I only can pray that I'm up to task. If I can do it in the smallest amount to the level that he did it, then I would say it's a success.
When we return, the Jewish Agency's video conference.
Please send your comments, ideas, and questions to the Israeli Salad email, yoni@israelnn.com, or leave a message on the Israeli Salad voicemail at international dialing code 972-3918-5554. That's 972-3918-5554.
Shalom, I'm C. Lansbaum.
I'm Noah Solomon. We are Soul Farm.
And we'll see you next week on Israeli Salad.
On our Jerusalem Day edition, we showed you a special ceremony that took place simultaneously in different cities throughout the world. These ceremonies were organized by the Jewish Agency with the use of video conferencing. The Jewish Agency uses video conferencing as well in order to keep in touch with bereaved families who live outside of Israel. Tennis Samuel joined one of these conferences. The Jewish Agency is the main authority connecting the Jewish diaspora to Israel. The Jewish Agency uses video conferencing to stay in close contact with Jews throughout the world. Many video conference ceremonies are held throughout the year, giving participants abroad a feeling of close connection with the land of Israel. At the beginning of the new year, a video conference ceremony took place between Jerusalem and Kiev, Ukraine.
We made in Kiev a ceremony including the families that lost their kids when they were in the service of the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces.
The participants in Kiev were family members of fallen IDF lone soldiers, soldiers who came to Israel without their families and joined the army. The chief rabbi of Kiev and Israel's ambassador to Ukraine joined the families on the Kiev side of the video conference, and IDF commanders, including head of IDF Jerusalem region, participated on the Jerusalem side. The IDF puts great effort into forming a strong connection with the families despite the distance. One of the participating commanders was an IDF officer who recently returned from Ukraine after being sent by the army to Kiev to support the family members of the fallen soldiers.
We'll be happy to help you through the consul and through the Jewish Agency. If there is any problem, you'll be able to call us by phone. I'm privileged to have the opportunity to meet you for the second time. I want to wish each and every one of you a good year, a year of health, a year of relief. I hope that on this year we'll see you here as residents of the State of Israel.
The Jewish Agency plans to continue using the video conference technology for both happy occasions and festivals, or when solidarity and support is needed in difficult times.
We felt that we are very close, although geographically we are very far, but mentally and humanitarian, it was a very good opportunity to start a new year with warm feelings from both sides.
And now our weekly insight. Since we started with our weekly insights, we've been discussing Jewish concepts with Rabbi Samson. From next week, we want to start discussing issues from the Torah as we follow the weekly portions of the week. Every Shabbat, the portion of the week is read in the synagogue. So shalom to Rabbi Samson in Jerusalem.
Shalom Yoni, shalom to all of our viewers.
So what's the idea behind the portion of the week, also known as Parshat HaShavua?
Well, actually, Kabbalistically, every Jew is composed of letters, and that the letters are the atomic elements of his soul, and that the different verses are the different sinews of his body, and that as a person reads the portion of the week, he enhances that portion of his soul, which also will eventually have some kind of an effect on his body. And the idea is that within a year's time, every Jew will cover the entire basic Torah, and that they'll know the basics of Jewish knowledge, the 5 books of Moses, every year.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Samson.
The Weekly Insight is brought to you in cooperation with Machon Meir, the largest Zionist institute in Israel, bringing people closer to Judaism.
That's all for this week. Again, I want to thank Yair Peled for the graphics and animation of our new Israeli salad opening, and Naftali Abramson for the music. So let's end with another look at the animation with Naftali's song, Aleinu L'Shabeach. The beginning of this song is the tune we play at the beginning of our program each week. So be sure to join us again next week for another program. Until then, from all of us here at Israel National TV, Shalom.
לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה. והיה השם למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה השם אחד הוא